You said Dak's going to be here for a long time. You think his future in Dallas should be in question?
I don't, and I don't think it is. I mean, I think he'll. I don't know. I've been listening to you guys on television and on radio. I mean, they got to do his deal, don't they? Right. They got to free up some money. Right. So he'll be here for a little while longer, and he should be. I mean, he's proven he can play at a high level, and I know that they've come up short as a team in the last few years, but he's been a great player in this league, and his best years are still ahead of him.
As a player, what would your views have been playing for a head coach going into last year?
Sometimes I hope that had happened. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think.
I'll tell you one thing. Troy's looking good.
I really don't. There's not many, whether it's players or coaches. I just don't think there's many that want to go elsewhere. So
Troy looks real good.
I think that's a benefit for the organization that they're able to allow players and coaches to go into their last year and put a little pressure on them. And I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. It's not ideal, but I don't think it's much of a factor going into this season. I really don't.
How much on the quarterback winning in December or winning in the playoffs, winning in January? Too much criticism on Dak of not being able to get it done? Or how do you
There you go. There you go.
I just, as someone, hey, I benefited from the success that the teams that I was a part of, in January. So I understand it. There's two sides of that coin, but until you do it, there's always the questions as to whether or not you can. I do think this last year is going to be a year that the organization and the players, everybody involved, looks back on and feels that they really missed an opportunity. And I think there's been some of those in the last 20 years when they've been the number one seed. But the way the year ended for them to be the number two seed, I really thought that they would be in the NFC Championship game. I'm certain they thought the same thing. Nobody cares what my plans were, but I didn't make plans because I planned on going to San Francisco and watching that game. But, that was a missed opportunity, and you just don't know how many more of those you're going to get. So the criticisms are real. They're going to continue to get louder each year that they come up short just because the amount of time since they last out.
Well, there it is. Welcome, everybody. Game time, Brian, otherwise known as the mailman, here on my lunchtime chat, not coming from the mail truck, but coming from my mama's basement, a.k.a. the man cave. How is everybody doing? Let's go back to the top and rattle. Vinny Hagan, as always, man of Hawkins' own. What's up, Vinny? Devil Dog is in the house. Mike Aldana. I know I was getting to that. Texas re-signed Schultz. 3 years, $36 million. Shout out to the East Side Heralds. 23.5 of that is guaranteed. So that's all that really matters. It's a 3-year. Basically, if he's young enough. So even if it's 2 years, 23.5, a 12 mil a year, 12 and a half, 13 mil a year. That's not bad. So over it is in the house. How are you, Devil Dog? We said Corey Pearson. Good afternoon. Thanks for returning, my man. How are you? Primetime Phil, Mr. Lunchtime. What's up, buddy? I just advertised earlier. Now you're on the hook. I told everybody on my morning video, we're doing 2 videos a week. One, we're going to do the Wednesday Hump Day live stream with Primetime and Game Time. And then on Saturday, we're going to do the normal broadcast. It's going to fire back up with all the bells and whistles, brought to you by Primetime Studios. Maybe we'll get some guests in here. Hint, hint. Stay tuned. We will surprise you. Phil's rolling his eyes right now saying, oh, geez, here we go. And it's not only that I got to do a stream, but I got to get guests too. Nah, I'll help you with that. It's all good. Who else we got? Mike Aldana, Mr. Cowboy. What up, man? What's up, Mr. Cowboy? JoJo's in the house. Crystal. Hey, Crystal. How are you? Who else we? Darlene Mosher. Welcome, Darlene. Welcome. How are you? What's going on, Darlene? Nitpicking what Jerry Jones or Troy Aikman says we're making big-ass fans, making it too big a deal. We got to give Jerry Jones a chance. We want to give Jerry Jones a chance, do we? Do we really want to give Jerry a chance? I guess. Speaking of Jerry Jones, and I'm going to hold the chat right there. Darlene brought it up. I might as well jump to it now. I miss the old school Jerry Jones, okay? I miss the Wildcatter. I miss the guy who winning was the one and only goal. Win at all cost. Win or go home and somebody's getting fired. You know what I mean? This mentality we have now where it's stop or I'll say stop again. There's no consequence to this Dallas Cowboy team other than threatening to have you play out whether you're a coach or a player on a one-year deal. So let's listen to the old school. This is an old school video. Really neat. Just watch and listen to old school Jerry Jones for a minute or two, and then we'll get to the show.
Would be the man who could do the best job for this organization, this community, and this state. And I believe it, and everybody in our organization believes it, that has visited with him. We are high
Look
on
at Jerry Jones looking sleek.
We think he is a winner.
What's up, Raymond Walker?
And I am proud. I think in retrospect, everybody will look back, and if they give me credit for one thing with the Cowboys, it will be to have winnowed out all of the people we've talked to and gotten to Jerry Jones. I like the Cowboys, but the Cowboys was more of a business deal for me. We bought it.
Could you imagine him now? How much is franchise worth? He sold it to him for what, $1 million?
And so it was not as emotional for me as it might be for somebody who was more participating in it. I'll tell you, if Jerry ever goes through it, it'll be like cutting off his left arm at his shoulder. I visited with Jerry enough to know the guy is as square as a graham cracker.
Well, I don't know how square he is.
Exactly
He was out
what
there
he said
planting his
he'll do.
seed in the early 90s.
And
My man got loose.
so we consider the deal has been made. And Jerry and I are comfortable with that. I think that the Cowboys, the fans, the group out here, the team, is in the best hands that it could be placed in. I am proud of having known Jerry. I'm sure everybody will be proud. Those of you who work
Darlene,
here,
this is for you.
those
Jerry.
of you who follow the team will be proud of his ownership and leadership.
I just want to say this. There is no substitute for winning. I know that's a cliche, but we must win. I'm basically a businessman that loves football and appreciates football for what football can do for you, and not only business, but a lot of things. But we're not going to get into that tonight. You can't love football and love the Dallas Cowboys without loving Tom Landry.
We must win. We will win. Yeah, okay. Darlene, I want that guy back. I want the guy who wanted to win at all costs. I want the guy who was hurting, you know, a scared dog. What's the old saying? A hungry dog runs faster? I don't know. Put it in the comments. I don't know. But you know what I'm saying. I want a guy who's fighting for a paycheck, you know. The thing is, this organization, if any of you people like UFC, you'll know Conor McGregor, right? Conor McGregor is this guy who came from nothing. When he made the documentary called Notorious. Now, I like MMA, but even if you don't, you'll get the analogy. When he made the documentary Notorious, right? At the beginning of the documentary, it starts out when he was living in his car, basically. He was broke. And by the end of the documentary, he had bought his first G5, you know. And ever since he's been a billionaire, he hasn't been as good in the ring. Why? Well, fighting is fun. You say it's what you love to do, but you don't need to do it anymore. Jerry Jones doesn't need to win anymore. He's a winner in life multiple times over. His children, his children's children, they won't have to work. Now, I'm not saying they won't work, but they won't have to worry about putting food on their table for generations to come. That's just the way it is for the Joneses. I don't know that they want to win. Stephen Jones has never displayed that heart that we saw from Jerry when he first bought the team. Never. Stephen Jones was born with a silver spoon in his mouth. So, not to get long-winded, but that's the culture problem that I see. Don't look at Dak Prescott. I got the people blowing me up in the comments, and I'm nothing but respectful, saying Dak's got to go, Dak's got to go, Dak's got to go. I don't know what you guys are seeing. I understand that the playoff results haven't been there like we've wanted. But when a guy like Troy Aikman says Dak's best years are ahead of him, and that's Troy Aikman, he doesn't usually mince words, maybe you should believe him. Raymond Walker, what's up, my man? Felix Rojas, what's up, Felix? How are you, buddy? Mr. Cowboy, bless, just waiting for the Jones family. Yeah, Mr. Cowboy, it's tough, man. That's where the issues lie. And I love Jerry Jones. He rescued this franchise, even though I didn't like how he handled the Tom Landry. I was watching a lot of that because that's all part of that video that I was showing. That was a sad thing to witness at the time. I loved the Tom Landry, but when you saw Jimmy Johnson come in the fold and the excitement and the hands-on approach that Jimmy had with the players, and then you go out and get players, and then you make the Herschel Walker trade and the excitement that built around everything, and it's just like a snowball. It built, the momentum built, and we unloaded in 92, again in 93, and then it all fell apart. We won in 95, but that was a shell of itself. It's Brian SoCal. What's up, my man? Thomas Garrett. What's up, Thomas? How are you, Thomas? Let me go back. My chat just went forward. Lady Libra is in the house. What's up? What's up? What? Nike 3. What's up, Nike 3? Mark Holmes. What's up, buddy? I miss you, my man. We're going to be spending too much time. You'll have enough of me. Let me see here. Let me go back. I lost my train. I blew. All right, I think I'm all caught up here. Prime time. He knows me so well. Yeah, I know you better than you know yourself. No, I don't. What's up, Primetime? Elena Walker, what's up? What's up? Mark Holmes, are you on the road, my man, or what? Are you on the road? I haven't believed Jerry Jones is that who he's screwing things up, not Jerry, Stephen. Yeah, Darlene, I believe you mean Jerry's not the one screwing it up. It's all Stephen. Well, to me, Jerry has a culpability in that, because he's the one that handed the reins over to his son. So I wonder why he changed so drastically. So it's called not having to want for money. When he had to finance that $1 million, he didn't just pay $1 million cash. He was, let's say, the creditors. He was up to his eyes in debt. So Mike Galdana, Jerry Jones, too far gone to remember who that person is anymore. I wish somebody would show him. Drifting Cowboy John. What's up, buddy? No, we don't want to give Jerry a chance. Jerry Jones, Michael Gallup, an injury over Dalton Schultz. Yep. No, we don't want to give Jerry a chance. Jerry, yeah, I hear you, Drifting Cowboy, and you see Dalton Schultz, just signed a big deal. So shout out to Dalton for finally getting that deal. He turned down a 3-year, $36 million deal to stay with the Cowboys, only to play on a 1-year, $8 million last year, and then he basically gets that almost, basically the same deal. So it worked out for Dalton. It didn't hurt him, even though he doesn't have a star on his helmet. He's playing with a young C.J. Stroud, and he's got a bright future. Darlene, I know if we were going, but we can't wait. This is what the new age. We can't go back 30 years. I know, Darlene. It just brings me smiles when I go back and watch the same ownership. It's not like it's different people. These are the same people who did it once. And if you've done it once and you've learned how to do it, you can repeat that process. We've just gotten way, way out of whack. Thomas Garrett, Mr. Jerry Jones of the 90s. Exactly. I'm going to catch up to the chat, peeps, so don't worry. Clemente, what's up, my man? How are you, Clemente? Wow, what happened to Jerry in my Samuel L. Jackson voice? Used to be beautiful, Jackie. Yeah, I got you, right? Old school Jerry, Mark. That's it. 188 mil, I believe, Mr. Cowboy. Yeah. I believe Jerry Jones bought the Cowboys for $200 million. Is that what it was? All right. Maybe he put $1 million down payment. But the bottom line is it was 100 mil, right? Not 1 mil. That's what I meant. 100 mil. And you see what happened. What is 1980s Jerry Jones? Jerry Jones got a big smile. Jerry Jones got a good deal. Yeah. It's over. I guess Steven really got him to. Yeah. So over it. It's sad, but Jerry changed too. Money changed him. He was running and gunning during the Super Bowl years. He thought he was coaching the team. Everybody knew that. Like 3, what up? Alex Marino, my heart was broken when they sent Tom Landry packing. Yeah, Alex, I was watching some of that, and they, I don't want to show too much to get copyrighted, but they were showing him going through his office. I got some signed books. My brother was a big, before he passed away, he used to go to New York a lot, and he got like 3 or 4 signed hardback books from Tom Landry, personalized. I cherish them, but I go back every once in a while and look at them. And Tom Landry was a genius. It was just his time to go. It's just how it all unfolded, which was unfortunate. But we're not all gonna. Once everything was done, and the smoke had cleared, he never forgave, but he did forgot. I mean, sorry, he forgave, but he never forgot. So. Hip to be square, Huey Lewis, exactly. Glad I could finally chat during the stream, always busy at work. Night 3, busy, man. Jerry didn't, pull out Thomas Garrett. No, he didn't, man. No, he didn't. And now they're trying to cash in on it. I can see why Jerry got a lot of action. Decent looking. Look at Crystal, checking him out. He had a wad in his pocket, too. Pause. Talking about money, ladies. Talking about money. Darlene, I remember that day. Jerry Jones bought the team. It's not Darlene. It's almost 50 years old. I remember that day. 89, 99, 2009, 2019. So actually, no. Don't age me that much, Darlene. I was 18 when that happened. So, wow. Lady Libra and Cowboy Nation. Welcome. Cole's Cowboy, what up, man? You gave me inspiration for that opening video when I saw your video. We must win. We will win. We must win. Then fired him. Exactly. Then fired him. Logan Motorsports. Welcome. It was a sad day in Eagleville yesterday when Jason Kelsey retired. It's a class act. Yeah. 1989. Stephen Jones. Actually, I don't think he was in diapers because he's a year older than Mark. So, So he was probably a teenager, right? No, he was older now. He was in his 20s. He was running and gunning. Mike Galdana. Jerry was all about business, allowed Jimmy to run the team. I miss Jimmy Johnson so bad. And we need to find that young, fiery coach. Now, it might not work in this day and age. With the amount of money that's been thrown around, a lot of these college players are coming out of college millionaires already. I was reading an article where they said that Dion's Shador has already made like 3 or 4 mil. So it's like, it's not like you're fighting for that first contract. You are, but not really. There you go. Hungry dogs run faster, Logan. Thanks. It takes a young kid to tell me what the hell I'm talking about. Can't teach old dog new tricks. David Cowboy, I like that one too. Corey Pearson, that was before the salary cap. Definitely was before the salary cap. They have not mastered the salary cap. They're trying to be cheap and to be win. Nobody's saying being cheap is. It ain't about being cheap because they have to. They'll spend all the cap. They just want to be relevant. They want to make sure that they're good enough to make the playoffs, barring major injury like the Dak, foot break or leg break. Yeah, they were on their way that year, just to make the playoffs. But that's all they really care about. Do they want to win? Sure, they would like to win. Hit the nail on the head. Mark Holmes, thanks, my man. That is game time. He doesn't need to win. He is set. He is in the Hall of Fame. So over it. Oh, he don't need to win. He wants to win? Yeah. Just like I was telling you, Conor McGregor, whether you like UFC or MMA or not, he was hungry. He needed to win. He had that thirst. He wanted to reach that generational wealth. He wanted to make sure his family never had to, and his kids never had to have to worry about the next meal. And he did that. And yet he's still fighting, and it's not the same because it's not the same. Grandpa's Money, Stephen Brown, welcome to the show. What up, my man? Alex Moreno, how do you think we won all them Super Bowls by trading Herschel Walker? That played a big part of them Super Bowls. We have to do something crazy, trading Well, Alex, I'm not saying I want to trade Micah Parsons, but it is your job to know the value of your players. And sometimes, now I'm against trading Micah, but, really nobody should be untradeable. That's why I really want to make something happen. I think we need to cut Michael Gallup. I think we need to do things. I think we need to let Tyron Smith go. I hear all these people saying, oh my God, I'm afraid. We've been dodging the bullet when it comes to Tyron Smith so many times in regards of his season-long injuries. We've been dodging that bullet, people. It's coming. I'm hearing that New England wants to give him a 3-year deal. Like crazy money. Take it, Tyron. But mark my words, he's going to be, he has a back injury, people. Backs are nothing to mess with. Oh my God, he's got a spinal. Where's my drop? He's got a spinal.
I broke my back.
What do you mean by that?
My back is broken.
What, a vertebrae or what portion?
Spinal.
He's got a spinal injury. It is what it is, right? I mean, his neck always gives him problems. He gets stingers. He's got a back issue. He's had knee injury. It's only a matter of time before he's a ticking time bomb. Yeah. Is it like a luxury to have Tyron for another year while we groom somebody young? Yes. But we're going down a path in this draft, Mark, and I want to talk to Mark specifically here in prime time because we'll be at the draft. We're getting down to a point where we're going to be taking an offensive tackle in the first round, a left tackle. I don't like that narrative where we are locking in on a position. There are 6 offensive tackles that are rated to go in the first round. If they're all gone, 6 offensive or left tackles, if they are all gone by the time we pick a 24, the next rated isn't until 38. So if we take that next tackle, in my opinion, that's a mistake because you are passing a dozen players that you have rated higher to fit a need. So we need to know, is Asim Richards totally out of the picture? Was he a wasted pick last year that we picked in the 5th round, I believe? Out of North Carolina, we drafted him to be left tackle. That's a problem, people. Alex Moreno, how do you think we won all them Super Bowls? By trading her? Oh, okay, I read that one. Devil Dog. They have been exposed for the money makers they are. Devil Dog, I think they want to win. But they want to win their way, and they are not flexible. I thought I liked Stephen Jones's way, but then I realized he don't know when to identify that they're this close and that they need to do a move, even if it's in season. I won't even argue the big free agents now, but at the deadline, when you need, hey, listen, they don't always work. Look at Kevin Byard with the Eagles. Okay. You know what the Eagles did? They said, okay, we're going to reload and try again. You need to keep firing bullets. Darren, Georgetown, welcome to the show. Dude, you are turning into a Mark Holmes. Thanks, man. That's my opinion. Listen, man, I don't always speak high things on Dak. I keep it real. I'm just not a hater. Stephen Jones was just a little kid in 1999, and Stephen Jones is taking his assistant. 89, he was probably, he was in his 40s. So I guess that's a little kid. Clemente, there wouldn't be NFL on Fox if not for Jerry Jones. And I love Jerry Jones for all the innovation, but are you happy with what he's doing with the Cowboys? Dak isn't the problem. Well, you see, I have a few people at Coles, everybody does, that just can't stand Dak Prescott and want to move on. They must forget about the Quincy Carters and the Clint Sterners and the over the hill Drew Bledsoes and the everybody in between. I guess they forget about that. The what's his name? Right. Who the hell was right? I can't think of the dude's name, but yeah, there are a lot of quarterbacks have come. Lady Libra, thank you so much. Just paid Dak, Vinny Hagan. See, we got people who actually want to pay Dak. Logan Motorsports, go get Connor Williams to play center. You want to bring Connor back? What's up, Jay Smooth? You want to bring Connor back? I don't think he's as good. I don't think he's good enough. Y'all think I'm crazy. Call me stupid. Call me a bunch of names if you want. I don't believe deep down Jerry Jones is going to do something big. You're probably right, Darlene. I don't think he will. I'd take 2 overall this year, 1 next for Micah. I don't know if they would give us that. I don't know. Does spinal injuries back here just go to go away? No, not at that age, Darlene. Yeah, definitely not. Hey, game time. I've seen that Vikings made trade for Trey Lance. I just literally saw that. I don't know if that's a real deal. Mr. Cowboy, Caleb Williams is a bust. He might be. I think he has some mental problems. I'm not sold on him. My guy is Jaden Daniels. If it's me, I'm finding out who wants Caleb and I'm trading down. That's exactly what I'm doing. I watched the old playoff game between Dallas and the Falcons in the early 80s. Our offense then had a slow start. Is that the one where we came back big time? I think I remember that. We won on the last second or something. Yeah, Atlanta, he's already made $10 million. The real fan won. They need to be cheap because of salary cap and Dak's contract. They don't need to be cheap. They just need to flip a few switches. Don't worry about the cap, man. I'm just being honest with you. Still remember Tom Landry on the sideline. We played Pittsburgh Steelers in the Steel Curtains. Yeah, man. Tom was the man. You were 20 years old when the Cowboys were sold. Oof. Yeah, I'm going back. Somehow that line just came to my head this morning. Yeah, man. Russell Wilson will end up. Lady Lieber, Russell Wilson, I think, is going to find himself a job, possibly in Minnesota. Minnesota is now, complaining a bit. Minnesota is trying to say that, let me see something here. Minnesota is trying to say that there is, what do you call it? There's tampering going on. It's like, yeah, okay. Ain't no damn tampering. There ain't no damn tampering. I forgot to set the stream to a 1080p, so I hope it don't look too bad. So, Drew Pearson caught the game-winning TD. Yep, that's it. You got that. People fell in love with Dak's story of his family, life, and mom. We wanted to succeed. It's time to cut the cord. Well, maybe after next year, that would be the earliest we would cut the cord. Hey, what's up, Jay Smooth? Jerry Jones needs to step down as GM, let Jimmy Johnson take over GM. Jerry has too much control of this team. I don't know that Jimmy would want any part of that, but I would like it. Connor Williams is an injury-prone individual. Yeah, Thomas, I'm not for the Connor Williams. If he's so good, why don't the team that has him keep him, Short Dog says Connor played better than Biotish. To me, it was about to say maybe he played better for Miami. And I'm hearing that Tyler has a huge market out there. So good luck, Tyler. Good luck. I'm going to go back. Anthony Wright. That's it, my man. That's it, Thomas. Alexander Wright was a wide receiver, Clemente. Remember him? He was a speedster. I liked him. He was raw, though. I'm going back. I'm getting your comments. Calvin Ridley about to become a free agent. I heard rumors that the Eagles were in on him. Don't get mad at me. I'm just letting you know. If that happens, that could be your wide receiver 3. Great. What we're going to trade if Dak Prescott to San Fran. If we get Dak Prescott to San Fran, we already have a Super Bowl. Don't reset the market with Dak. The market's going to reset itself. Flip Shelton, what's up? Anthony Wright, you got it, my man. Okay, I think I can go back. If I missed anything, just redo it now. I'm all caught up. So when I pause it, sometimes I miss everybody. So if you want to ask me something again, ask it now. And we blink, we could have $50 million in cap space. Yeah, Vinny, the front office, if they've done nothing else, they have pushed this narrative that they are poor. And that's BS.
100%. 100 fucking percent. I'm not joking.
I just can't believe how many people are worried about the the salary cap. It's crazy. Let's see here. Rhonda. What's up, Rhonda? How are you? I was checking you out this morning. I didn't comment because I was in the middle of doing something, but you had your little stream going. And now just said that Cowboy got knocked off his horse. Yeah, 33 Dorsett. I love me some Tony D, man. With that big mouthpiece, old school tan mouthpiece. Looked like he was wearing a binky running down the field. We could go Johnson Powers, move Tyler to left tackle and play Bass. Yeah, I love that, Dave Thompson. That's my... Even if it's not him, you could get Barton out of Duke or the West Virginia center. I'm good with any one of those 3. After that, you have to stay with something on the team. But listen, we need to go out and do some moves. We have to go out and do some moves, get under the cap. Short dog. I want a 4th round pick back. Well, and that's what gets into the whole Trey Lance thing. If you could flip Trey Lance for a 3rd, I don't know that Minnesota want to give you a 3, but they might. If they'll give you a 3, would you do it? I would. Definitely. Alex, I'll have to check that out. Prayers go out to the mail carrier killed in Ohio doing his job. What was it? Like the theft issue, Alex? But Dave Thompson, I really like what you're saying there. TJ, everybody just, let's not forget about Hoffman, TJ Bass. I don't know about Asim Richards. We're going to be fine. So I would not want to lock in on a left tackle. If it's a center with the number 1 pick, it's a center. We still have free agency. There are free agent left tackles out there that are less injury prone. We can't not re-sign Tyron and then just leave it open unless you need to have a plan. We have the worst front office in all of sports, Mr. Cowboy. I don't know if it's the worst. I know it's the most frustrating. If you're asking me, it's the most frustrating. I always do, Rhonda, when I can. Normally when I'm off, obviously, I have your notifications, so it's easier for me. AKA Mike Fisher, should we just... here we go again, because I'm pausing it. AKA Mike Fisher, should we just let the cake bake? I don't know about, I can't believe you want to pay Dak. Corey, it's not that I want to pay him. That's part of the game. If you're going to win, either that or you get a young guy and get lucky like the Niners did with Mr. Irrelevant Brock Purdy, and then they're putting all those pieces around them, and yet they're still not winning a Super Bowl. Yes, they're winning playoff games. So if that's what we had this discussion on Sunday, I know what Dak does bring. Dak does bring a level of consistency in the regular season. And if he had an offensive line that could allow you to run the ball at will, I think that would help. That helps any quarterback. So I think before we could truly evaluate, I know you're going to, wow, 8 years. Well, I mean, Dak has won playoff games. When his offensive line holds up and his defensive line stops the run, it's a team game. But again, I see your point, Corey. I'm not going to sit here and tell you you're crazy. I don't know what the future holds. I just know that me personally, I like the landscape with Dak as opposed to without Dak. That's all. That's just me. Tony D was the bomb. Stephen Brown, I think that was my favorite as a little kid, my favorite all-time Cowboy. Him, Roger Staubach, Drew Pearson. I even like Tony Hill a little bit after that. Darren Woodson, Emmett Smith. I was always like the running backs. I mean, I liked Michael Irvin, but he was always loud. Emmett was the man to me. I don't know. Just Tony D, man. He was so smooth. Thomas Garrett, if we resign Dak, we will have money in this house. We will have a lot of money. That's what people don't realize. But again, people are entitled to their opinion. Just like when people say they're surprised. Why? I like winning. Yeah. Do I want to win a Super Bowl? Yeah. Is Dan Marino a horrible quarterback because he made it to the Super Bowl his first year, lost, and never made it back? That's my question to you. Was Dan Marino a Hall of Fame quarterback? That's obvious because he's already in the Hall of Fame. Dan Marino did not win a lot of playoff games after his rookie year. So you tell me Dan Marino stunk or Dan Marino choked? No, Dan Marino was Dan Marino. He wasn't the same after tearing his Achilles. But to me, that's my comp. I love Dan Marino. John Elway did not win a Super Bowl until we got a running game, like a dynamic running game and a great defense. Again, John Elway had lost back-to-back Super Bowls, or he lost a couple Super Bowls until he got a running game and the philosophy totally changed, which is why, I look the front office. I look at philosophy. That's just me. Thomas Garrett. Okay. Minnesota does not have a third-round pick. Thank you, Stephen Brown. So it would have to be a fourth. To me, I don't know that Dallas would trade fourth for a fourth. We're going to move up a few spots, all that. I think they'll hold on to him if it was that. Maybe it'll be a third next year, but I don't see that happening. It would have to be a 2 then, and I don't think they're giving up a 2. So maybe they give up a 4 this year and a 5 next year, something like that. Then I guess you could do it. Let's see here. Let's see. Sorry, I'm falling behind again. If we okay, gotcha. Flip Shelton. They said that the carrier and the person knew each other. Yeah, then that's probably an inside thing. We got something going on at my post office where I can't say too much other than the people are stealing collection keys and stealing people's mail and checks. So trying to get Dak Hill with a crappy left tackle. Yeah, Vinny, you just can't do that. Short dog. Oh, thanks, man. I try the best I can. Some people, I get some negative comments. I don't give a shit. I really don't care. We don't have to agree. If you want to watch somebody where we agree 100% of the time, then how fun is that? I want somebody I can debate. Dave Thompson. Beebe is a mean. Yes, I like a Cooper Beebe. Dave Thompson. Yes, man, you know your football. Definitely like Cooper Beebe as well. Somebody we can get third, fourth round. Yes, I don't think. I think you can wait till a 3. But I hear what you're saying. Maybe I think I'll be looking at him in third round. He got shot, innocent bystander. Yeah, it's not good. Jay Smooth, the Dallas front office is just cheap as hell. That's always been the problem. Cheap? Well, Jay, they spend the money. At the end of the year, they'll be close to the cap. So they're spending it. They just... But Like, we say that they're cheap, but then they sign stupid-ass deals to Jalen Smith, Michael Gallup, Zeke Elliott. That they waited until, like, so what are they going to do? Wait until he's a free agent next year? I heard somebody say earlier, well, that might be a good philosophy. Why? Now you're bidding against other teams? I don't understand that philosophy. What kind of philosophy is that? No, Mr. Cowboy, can we get Pollard back? Yes. Will we? I don't want no parts of Tony Pollard. He was never the same. We still don't know if he's going to fully rebound. Let somebody else deal with it. We can go get ourselves another running back, man. It's not the end of the world. Give me the Florida State running back. You like him? Benson? I love Benson. Was it Trey Benson? Thomas Garrett? Is that his first name? Trey Benson? Perfect fit for the Cowboys running back. Big guy, fast. Give me Trey Benson over Keon Coleman. Give me Trey Benson. If you want to, like, you have to go out and get a young running back, go give me Trey Benson. That's that's your answer. Dak brings decency. I know what you meant, Rhonda. Mr. Cowboy, he's gone, unfortunately. If Dallas pays Dak, Dallas saves money. That's just a fact. I like Dak, but 2-5. I know, Corey. He's 2-5. So is Lamar Jackson is 2-5. It is what it is. And Lamar won the MVP. It's a team game, right? Lamar didn't just stink in the playoffs. They went up and down the field against Baltimore this year. That defense let them down. Stephen Brown, they say that the postal worker was shot by someone they knew him. Yeah, that's crazy, Stephen. Dak was also 2-5 against the year's playoff teams, includes the Green Bay fiasco. Yeah, Dave, I know. I would like better results in the playoffs. That's for sure, Dave. Tony D was the reason I became a Cowboy fan. Him at Pitt, the David Cowboy. I was, just because my father and my older brother, I remember telling you guys this. I remember seeing the Steelers, seeing Dallas games. I was always going to the games as a little kid. My parents always took me to Vet Stadium. What were they thinking? Nah, it was good. It was fine. When I was a kid, and they would win a lot, but I don't remember. I was young. I was like, 5 when they won their first Super Bowl. Or no, I think I was 5, right, when they lost to the Steelers. 2 out of 3 years. It was rough, man. That was my first experience. People on ESPN act like they are going to be no money to play with. Yeah, I know, Darlene. Well, Dallas, like 6 or 7 other teams, are still in the red. They haven't moved, flipped all the switches that all these other teams have done. And they're doing it for one reason and one reason only. I thought about it, and the reason why Dallas hasn't flipped all their switches, they're using it in negotiations. Well, look at our cap and this and that. They could get, the last thing they want is to be 50, 60 million under the cap and say, and then try and lowball Dak. Like, we can't afford you, Dak. You got to do something team friendly. But if you saw Dak's interview, he gonna be here. Tayana, what's up? What's up, Tay? It's been a while. How you been? Let me go back here. It's been a while. I'm glad you're back, Tayana. Tony Dorsett, Thomas Garrett was my guy. He's my favorite college football player. He's the reason why I became a Cowboy fan. Well, in second grade, spring of 1977. Okay, so I'm 6 years old. I was 6 then. So okay, me and Thomas are right about the same age. I got you. They may swap 2s and give a 5th. Steven, I like it. I'll take it. Sold. Especially if we re-sign Dak. There's no reason to keep him, but whatever. Alex, game time. Do you think Zeke body was done with the Skins, a Wonderboy coaching, blocking for Dak all them years? Yes, I do. I think that Zeke, you can't do that in this day and age. You can't run your running back 250 times a year in this new NFL, or your career will not be long. Your career is not long anyway, so the running back would argue, yeah, but I'll get my money. And Zeke got his money, but I think Zeke may be the last guy who get that type of money. Don't think the money will eventually go higher than what Zeke got, but it's going to be a while. But Zeke's body was nuts. I'm the only Eagles fan here now. I feel lonely. Logan, Elena's here. Coyote. Trey Benson. That's it, Thomas Garrett. That's my guy. If I had to pick one running back pick one. Who's the one guy that you want? Give me Trey Benson. I don't have to have Trey Benson because I know we have a lot of holes. Again, our front office being lackadaisical and not getting the job done. Philly D and Twiz come around some Logan. Linda. Yeah, Linda will check out the video. She's busy. The Philadelphia don't like to come over here too much. Dave Thompson. Rhonda, listen to your yesterday's show while cleaning the fridge. Sounds great. Thanks, Rhonda. Appreciate it. Trey Benson probably doesn't get us to us in second. We'll love him on this team. He would fit perfect, Dave. He may, though. But you're right. You're right. This is why I would like to trade down. I still don't see us getting him. You're right. Just based on our needs, unfortunately. Our team has needs, and running back is a lesser need probably than other things like offensive line and defensive line. It's why if we go out and get a stud D lineman and a stud linebacker, now that second round linebacker might be there, might be the pick. You know what I'm saying? That's why it goes hand in hand. And this team has failed us in working free agency along with the draft. They can do one or the other, but they can't do both. So that's unfortunate. Philadelphia disappeared. Well, he doesn't come on my channel too much. Never has. I limit the emojis to 10. Just kidding. Oh, shit. Jay Smooth. Oh, okay, game time. If Dallas drafts a Trey Benson, who do you want to back him up? Well, we got Hunter Lepke. We got Rico Dowdle. We could bring back. We got Deuce Vaughn. I mean, that's not a problem. We got Malik if we wanted to bring him back. I like Trey Benson a lot, but that doesn't mean that they're going to pick him up. I like the Wisconsin Allen, Braylon Allen. I like him. He's a little bit bigger, taller guy, kind of a Derrick Henry. Me, in a perfect world, Jay Smooth, go out and get me Derrick Henry and draft Trey Benson. There you go. Now you got a stable. Now you got Derrick Henry for 1-2 years tops. Obviously, that would be a year-to-year thing. Go get you a Trey Benson who's dynamic, but you're not going to kill him. And you got Hunter Lepke who's still growing into the role, and you got a great third down option with Deuce Vaughn. I like it. Do I think they'll do it? No. That's the frustrating part. Sometimes I think us fans could do a better job. I really do. Tony D, 90-yard TD run. Yeah, I think that was Monday Night Football, right, Vinny, against the Vikes? David, good afternoon, David. Nice to see you on my live stream, buddy. Rhonda loves to laugh. Sledhead, what up? Go Pack. Nah. Sorry. I got to go back. Here we go, because I pause it, and then it jumps. Let's see here. Let me go back. Here we go. I'm back. Logan, you mean feathers. Hamid, Hamid's here. He was here earlier. And then I started throwing some facts out, and he took off. He didn't want to be interested in any of that stuff. Dak is going to hold firm, and the Jones family don't like it. Mr. Cowboy, oh, well, it's your job to like it. Darlene Mosher, Jack and Jerry Jones, we got to realize Jerry Jones cannot make any deals because you lose the draft. Remember that on Monday night, yes, Devil Dog, Monday. Tayana, sorry, Brian, I have 4 kids who have taken turns getting sick for the past month and a half, but we are 100%. Yeah, Tayana, tell me about it. I've had COVID last week. I was out from work all week. I'm feeling almost 100%, and it's not because of the COVID, but it's just allergies. They said because of the mild winter that allergies is going to be bad, so I'm going to have to make sure I double up on my meds, especially when I'm outside all the time. Steven, would you sign Cowboy killer Aaron Jones if they're saying he'll be released? I don't think, probably not, Steven. I'd rather draft a guy. I mean, again, we have, to me, that's a luxury item. I want to get offensive linemen and defensive linemen and linebackers, whether it's free agency. I would love to get a rookie running back, but again, maybe they'll bring in a veteran. Maybe they'll bring in an Aaron Jones. Hey, listen, he played for, I think that McCarthy drafted Aaron Jones. Sledhead, what's up, buddy? How you feeling with your pack, bud? You good? There you go. I keep pausing it. Let me go back and look. Let's see here. Would you sign Calvin? Okay. No Rico. Yeah, I don't care either way, Mr. Cowboy. He wouldn't be a big part of my focal point. He's a restricted free agent. You can always fall back on Rico. Alex Marino, do you collect old football cards? I do have some old cards, Alex. I haven't looked at them lately. Maybe I'll break them out. I know I have it's not in the best of shape, but I have a Fran Tarkenton card when he played with the Giants. That's pretty old. So, but hey, game time, yes. Sledhead, has Dak earned his contract? That's the market. It's not so much did he earn it. He did have the MVP runner-up. Yeah, you can't overlook all that and say, yeah, but he didn't play well in the playoff game. Nobody played well. Nobody coached well. It was horrendous. We need to get in for today a run stopper. Yes, I agree. Totally agree. Offensive, defensive line, run stop. Sign Derrick Henry and draft Trey Benson. Do this, and they will protect. Dude, Thomas, you and I think alike when it comes to that. Hit the free like button. Thanks, Dave. I appreciate it. I want to keep Jones. Yeah, Sledhead. We got a Packer fan here. He's a classy Packer fan. I would definitely want to keep Aaron Jones. I don't know their cap situation, but listen, man, you can pretty much do whatever you want. He's just, when healthy, now he does get banged up a lot, but when healthy, he's that guy. Aaron Jones is a Texas native. Yeah, I do know that, Thomas. Does anyone know when the up-and-coming schedule? I want to say the schedule comes out after the draft, right, Thomas? I want to say May. I want to say. Here, let me look it up. Yes, last year it was May 11th. So it was on Thursday Night Football. So that's what it was last year. Let's see here. Do you going in with all in with Dak as your QB? I would, Sledhead. I want to keep Jones. I don't even believe in the camp. There's been over $100 million over the cap. Bottom line, Brian. Free agent cuts corners for players as if they have Mahomes, Burrow, QB. Dak isn't elite, but is good enough with the right pieces. But it takes a smart front office to do it. We don't have that. Yeah, I agree with you. I'm not saying they're not smart, but they're not smart. I wouldn't say they're not smart. I would say they're stubborn. How about that? They want to do it their way. They don't want to say, oh, well, you wouldn't have won if you didn't get this guy. That's just, I don't get it. Stephen Brown, I saw the Tony Dorsett run live. I was 19. Okay. And my uncle said, Monday Night Football, right? Screaming at the TV for Landry to take out Ron Springs and put a Tony in a game. We know that worked out. Ron Springs. Hey, Stephen, you remember Timmy Newsom? My neighbor. Well, he's not my neighbor anymore. The kid lives behind me. That was his uncle. True Jones missed a lot. Yeah, that's all Sledhead. He is. Yeah, it's after the draft, Thomas, usually in May. Yeah, he missed a lot of time last year. When the schedule came out, I look at when we faced Cowboy on the schedule. Yes, me too, Logan. I'm trying to get Mark to go to an Eagle game, but we want, a little sketch there, South Philly. Brooklyn Joe, Fran Tarkenton told Giants, trade me or I'll retire in 1972. Giants sucked back then, too. Yes, they did. Stubborn, not smart. Well, I just mean, they're smart enough to have gotten where they gotten, but they're stubborn as hell. Give Dak a running game and things will change. Thomas Garrett, Game Time Brian. If the Cowboys play the Eagles in South America, I may go. Ooh, my cousin is making plans just in case. Oh, I have my passport. Thomas, see, if I don't go to training camp, I do got a passport. I got to see. I got to see if I can go to training camp. I don't know. We'll have to see. Let Dak cook, says Rhonda. Well, listen, everybody. We're getting up on an hour here. I'll stay a little bit longer with you guys and gals. But yeah, please hit the like button. That would be good. Let me refresh and see how many likes I got. Hopefully I got 40-some. No, I got 27. That ain't right. Come on, peeps. There's 36 people in here. I went to the Eagles in Philly 2 seasons ago. Yeah. What'd you think of the stadium, Mr. Cowboy? I can't stand that stadium. That stadium, it's good if you are an Eagles fan because you're close to the action, but you can't just walk around that stadium. You're all like the cheap seats, you're stuck in the cheap section. You can't walk around. They don't want you walking around to the expensive, section. I just don't like the stadium. It looks cool from the outside and it's good for the players because it's loud and they're on top of you, but can't stand the stadium. If you go to training camp, have an Eagle player, and it pisses me off all the time. The stadium is beautiful. Logan, come on, man. No, it's not. You haven't been to a lot of stadiums. Mr. Cowboy, the worst. Yeah, exactly. Timmy Newsom was the fullback. I just get confused between him and Robert. Yeah, Robert Newhouse had the big legs, man. He had the tree trunk legs. So Robert Newhouse was a beast. But Timmy Newsom, he was a lesser player, but it was cool because he was related to my neighbor. I was like, oh, my God. Yeah, and they were Eagle fans. I'm like, you don't know what the hell you're missing. Dallas Stadium looked gross. I'm not trying to be mean, Logan. I'm just saying I've been to the Eagle Stadium many times, and it's, for a fan, it's cool to watch, but you can't experience nothing. You can't walk around. You just you're stuck, And a lot of the stadiums are like that now. Go after A.J. Dillon as a scat back. I can't. A.J. Dillon. You know what, Slidehead? I know this is weird for me to say, but I always end up getting him late in my fantasy draft, and he never does nothing for me. So I don't want A.J. Dillon. If I want a Packer, give me the other one. Give me Aaron Jones. So, well, I say the link is better than a FedEx. I don't know. It's not even called FedEx anymore, but yes, I ain't gonna lie. I'm sure it is. Reese the Beast. Who do you have winning division? You just love hearing me say this, Reese. Reese the Beast, welcome to the show. As of right now, Reese, I'm talking right today, before the draft. Well, I know, before free agency, before the draft, before OTAs, before training camp. I got Washington Commanders winning the division. I'm just doing that because they got $120 million to spend. They got all these draft picks, and they're going to have an unbelievable easy schedule. Until I see the schedule. But right here today, Yeah, I mean, I guess so, Sledhead. Thomas Garrett. Robert Newhouse was my all-time favorite fullback. Yeah, he was. Them tree trunks. Thanks, JoJo. I appreciate you. Fun fact, not really fun. The running back Timmy Newsome took off Ronnie Lott's finger. Is that the one who took off the finger? Okay. I like it. I can see that. You know what I mean, Reese? I know it's weird. People get, I can't believe you're not picking the Cowboys. You want me to be a butt munch? Or like a kiss ass? Is that what you want me to be? Or do you want me to tell you how I feel today? I'm not saying that we don't have a better, future. I don't know about that either, but Washington needs to get a quarterback. So there's a lot has to play out. But I'm just saying, if all things align and you're asking me today to pick a winner before anything is done, give me the team with the most money. That's what normally happens. Right, exactly, Reese. Exactly. But again, I'm still going to root for the Cowboys, and I still want the Cowboys to win the division. But it's going to take our GM to get off his candy ass, in the words of The Rock. You know what I mean? He's got to get off his candy ass. Yeah, butt munch. You haven't heard that term in a while, have you, Rhonda? I think that was an 80s term. I don't know, but anyway, I think that's going to be it for me, peeps. I got to go I have to go downstairs, do another load of laundry, take one load out of the washer, put it in the dryer, put another one in the washer. I'm going to get, I guess you could say Ronnie Lott gave him the finger. I like that. But, yeah, so today's Tuesday, so I'll be back to work tomorrow. You'll have my morning video in the morning. You'll have my lunchtime chat tomorrow. And then tomorrow night, me and Primetime are going live for the Wednesday night Hump Day Live, starring Game Time and Primetime. I hope everybody has a good day. Thank you. If you didn't hit the like button, please hit it now. I appreciate everybody. Mr. Cowboy Stephen Jones is good as sitting on his ass. As of right now, yes. I can't argue with you, man. You know how I feel about Catboy. Very, very annoying. But with that said, everybody, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you so much. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you guys later. Peace out.